Uruguay has ordered stricter health measures for more than 600 peacekeepers stationed in Goma, Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo, as they continue supporting vulnerable communities during an Ebola outbreak. Colonel Julio Jimenez, commander of the Uruguay 4 Battalion, said in an interview on Wednesday that all sanitary precautions are in place to protect personnel while maintaining humanitarian missions, including aid to local orphanages. He stressed that essential support cannot stop, even under protective protocols. The outbreak since April, involving the Bundibugyo strain of Ebola, has triggered over 750 suspected cases and at least 177 deaths. With no approved vaccine, the World Health Organization has declared a public health emergency of international concern. The President of the United Arab Emirates, Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, met Russian Deputy Prime Minister Denis in Abu Dhabi on Tuesday to strengthen their strategic partnership. Footage showed the two leaders greeting each other before talks focused on expanding cooperation across key economic and development sectors. Manturov's office later confirmed that bilateral trade reached a record $14 billion in 2025, a 1.5-fold increase from previous years. Russia expects its economic partnership agreement with the UAE to take effect by year's end, liberalizing tariffs on more than 85% of goods and creating a major trade corridor linking Russia, Central Asia, and the Gulf. The meeting comes as the UAE deepens ties with BRICS partners despite Western pressure. Russian Security Council Secretary Sergei Shoigu met Kenyan President Advisor Joseph Kipchirchir Boynet on Tuesday during the International Security Forum near Moscow. Shoigu praised Kenya's commitment to expanding ties with Russia, highlighting preparations for the third Russia-Africa Summit scheduled in Moscow this October. He expressed hope that President William Ruto will attend in person. Boynet thanked Russia for its hospitality and confirmed Kenya's readiness for the summit. The forum, running May 26 to 29, has drawn more than 180 delegations for bilateral and multilateral meetings, alongside exhibitions showcasing security and cooperation initiatives. Russian Security Council Secretary Sergei Shoigu has met Angola's Defense Minister Lucio Goncalves do Amaral at the International Security Forum near Moscow. During the meeting on Tuesday, Shoigu praised 5 decades of diplomatic relations, noting that last year's anniversary coincided with Angola's independence celebrations. He recalled Russia's historic support for Angolan fighters during the struggle for national liberation, stressing the importance of continued cooperation. Amaral expressed gratitude for the invitation and reaffirmed Rwanda's commitment to strengthening ties with Moscow. The International Security Forum, running from May 26 to 29, has brought together more than 180 delegations for bilateral and multilateral talks, alongside exhibitions showcasing security and defense initiatives. Russian Security Council Secretary Sergei Shoigu met his Congolese counterpart Jean-Dominique Okemba on Tuesday at the International Security Forum near Moscow. Shoigu described the Republic of the Congo as one of Russia's closest partners in Africa, praising the friendly relations between the two countries. He highlighted preparations for the upcoming Russia-Africa Summit set for October 28 to 29 in Moscow, calling it a significant event in global politics. Okemba echoed the sentiment, stressing that the partnership is built on mutual respect and a shared vision of a multipolar world. The International Security Forum, running from May 26 to 29, has brought together more than 180 delegations for bilateral and multilateral talks, alongside exhibitions showcasing global security cooperation. Thousands of Muslims gathered at the Moscow Cathedral Mosque on Wednesday to celebrate Eid al-Adha, one of Islam's most important festivals. Footage showed worshippers lined up in rows outside the mosque, performing prayers before walking around the grounds and exchanging greetings with the Imam. Eid al-Adha, observed annually on the 10th day of Dhul Hijjah, marks the culmination of the Hajj pilgrimage to Mecca. The holiday lasts 3 days and is celebrated by Muslims worldwide with prayers, family gatherings, and acts of charity. Russia's permanent representative to the United Nations, Vasily Nebenzya, accused Western nations of double standards and disregard for the UN Charter during a Security Council session in New York on Tuesday. Nebenzya indicated that NATO's expansion into Asia threatens collective security and said Western elites use brute force to advance their interests while diverting attention from the root causes of conflicts. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres, meanwhile, condemned Ukraine's strike on a college in Starobilsk, but voiced concern over Russia's warning of further retaliatory strikes in Kiev. The debate, focused on the UN Charter and multilateral institutions, followed Moscow's report of a drone attack that killed 21 in Lugansk last week, an incident Russia says Western allies ignored. Russia's UN envoy Vasily Nebenzya has accused Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy of killing his own former compatriots during a drone strike on a college in Starobilsk, Lugansk last week. According to Nebenzya, 21 people, mostly young girls, were killed as they slept. He condemned Western silence as moral failure and disgrace and noted that over 50 foreign journalists were invited to witness the aftermath, but some Western outlets declined. Moscow has branded the attack as a terrorist act. President Vladimir Putin ordered massive retaliatory strikes on Kiev using Iskander, Kinzhal, Zircon, and other missiles against command posts and military infrastructure. Ukraine denies targeting civilians, saying the strikes hit military facilities. Cuba's Foreign Minister Bruno Rodriguez Parilla has accused Washington of aggression and risking war during a UN Security Council address in New York. His remarks Monday followed U.S. charges against Raul Castro over the 1996 shootdown of two brothers to the rescue aircraft, which killed 4 people. Parilla dismissed the case as politically motivated, calling it an attempt to push regime change in Havana. He warned that any military intervention would provoke a bloodbath, with thousands of Cubans and young Americans perishing. The comments come amid worsening U.S.-Cuba relations with no sanctions and sharp rhetoric from U.S. officials. Secretary of State Marco Rubio recently said Washington seeks a new relationship with the Cuban people, distinct from Havana's government. Leaders from across Africa gathered in Brazzaville on Tuesday for the African Development Bank AFDB annual meeting, where Republic of Congo President Denis Sassou urged countries to adopt a more structured approach to financing infrastructure, health, education, and agriculture. Nguesso called for mobilizing African savings and international capital, stressing the need for deeper financial markets, stronger regional institutions, and risk-sharing mechanisms. He hailed the bank as a driver of transformation and African solidarity. AFDB President Dr. Sid Utta pointed to trillions in untapped African savings, urging partnerships with local and international investors. Gabon's President Brice Oligui Nguema added that nations must trust their own banks before seeking capital abroad. Over 3,000 delegates, including heads of state and global financial leaders,